Welcome to the Smoking Word.
What's up, party people? The Smokin' Word podcast is always brought to you by CasaDeRock.com. You want to support the show? You want to keep hearing more content? Go there and cop some merch. We have a lot of stuff there, a lot of caps, shorts, and T-shirts for his and hers. And also, you can follow me at Hoya Rock 357. We'll keep you up to date on everything Smokin' Word, everything Casa de Rock, and everything Madball. You can also catch us on Apple Music and Spotify, so there's no excuse. Go out there, subscribe, rate it, leave a comment. We want to hear from you. You can also email us at the Smokin' Word podcast at yahoo.com. If you want any questions, if you just want to show some love, if you want to shout your people out, that's the spot to go. We want to hear from you. We want to hear what you want to hear, and we want to hear if you like what you're hearing. Also, today we have a very special guest, my old friend, the voice behind VOD, the voice behind Blood Simple, my man Tim. Let's set this off.
Welcome to the Smoking Word.
There you go. I hear you now, bro.
What's going on?
Tim. What up?
How you doing, man?
Good. Good to see you, man. It's been a while. When's the last time I saw you? We saw each other.
It's been a long time. I'm not really sure.
I remember one of the last times was in Europe, but I don't know if that was literally the last time I saw you with Blood Simple. You remember it was in...
That was a long time ago, but there was definitely, I think it was, we did Australia with us. You guys.
Yeah, that was after. Yeah. I forgot about that.
That was like 2012 or something like that.
A little while ago. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah. Even that's a while. Yeah, damn, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I got amped when I saw you guys, when the band popped up online. I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah, Fleischman, he does a lot of that stuff, and I guess he was either he was bored or something, but he started to launch another thing, I guess Instagram or something like that, and he's very, very good at that stuff, so he's been doing some great posts.
Yeah, no, but that was it was good because your band, like I was telling you before, I was like, yo, your band had its own lane, and you guys disappeared, for a while, and to see you pop up, it gave a little bit of a fresh air. That's why I jumped on it. I said, yo, we got to talk, because I know you've been doing the whole family thing and working, and all you guys running bars or restaurants and freaking x-ray machines and whatnot. But I was like, I got amped when I saw it, because I was like, we'll get into it. I wasn't sure. I was like, yo, are these guys, getting the itch again? And I know you guys are music guys in general.
Yeah,
so
absolutely. There's always an itch. It just it really depends what we're willing to do and what we're willing to take. There was definitely some chatter going on, needless to say, before the whole Corona thing, and then the COVID thing hit. Now it's just there's no reason for a band like us to even bother doing anything right now.
Hold on. Let me be the guy to tell you. I don't want to hear that shit. If anything, this is the time to start. Like, look it. The minute I saw that shit, I jumped at you. I said, yo, I hit the boys up to say what's up, because it was good to see you guys pop up.
Yeah.
And I think, my opinion, it's a perfect time, especially for a band like you guys. Like, it's a breath of fresh air, and a band that I think has a sound that hangs right now.
Right. That's cool.
I mean? That's why I was telling you. And when I saw that shit, I said, oh, I could feel the itch on these guys.
Like I said, there's always an itch, and we're all still pretty close. We all talk a lot and stuff like that. The drummer, Brendan, one of our best friends, he's tough to pin down for various reasons.
Yeah.
And it really, a lot of the conversations that arise is do we really want to go around getting other musicians and shit, or we just going to kind of wait till everybody comes around and wants to just do some exclusive shows? You know, that's pretty much where it's at. Whether or not we'd start writing and do another record, we'd have to sit down and talk all about that, you know. We did that last one. We did Raise to the Ground a couple years ago, and seemed like a lot of people dug it. And we did some shows and some minor touring off of it. It was good, you know. It was cool.
Yeah, I mean, now we have all the time in the world, so you could kind of wait it out, and you know, guys can start building music and all that shit. And that's the thing with you guys, that all you guys were real players, and so all you guys were always writing and shit, keeping busy. So that's why I knew it was like I know you again, like you're a bunch of those guys that love making music. So I knew it wasn't just to throw it together because you were like, you know, fuck it, people are playing shows, let's throw it together. I know guys wanted to get off a little, you know. Yeah,
if anything, we'd rather just write the music and put it out and play out as little as possible.
I know. I wish I could do that. Unfortunately, my kids won't eat unless I play, but I would be on that same boat. But yeah, so I mean, so how long has it been since your last anything? The last
VOD show. It might be going on. It's going to be on. It's pathetic to say this. This might be as long, but almost 2 years. Because I know December 8th, not this one, the one before, we played our last. It wasn't announced. It wasn't our last show. We never say that. We're not into that. And who knows if it's. I never say never, you know. But that was the last time we played. We played some small. What was it? The Kingsland or something like that in Brooklyn. It's a small venue. But it was fucking awesome. We packed it out. Kids with bananas. Very old school vibe. You know, the stage is like, 2 feet off the floor. And I don't even know if there was a barricade. There might have been. I don't remember. We did that. And then a little before that, we did Mulcahy's out on Long Island with Life of Agony. Yeah, that was an amazing show. Like, you know, I was very skeptical about playing Mulcahy's. Not really a venue for us. High stage, bar barricade. But it was fucking packed, and it was a great show. And you know, before that we did some Europe shit. So you know, we were doing some stuff, you know. But we don't do that much. We don't. I don't want to play it out. You know, I don't think we're a band that's gonna go back out on tour full time anymore. And you know, we don't really want to play it out. So we kind of pick and choose our battles. And we've had some offers, but for some reason or another, we just didn't want. We weren't gonna do them, you know. So I know I talk to my booking agent a lot because I got some other shit going on, and he's always like, "Just tell me when you guys want to play. I can put you guys out whenever." You know, people still ask about you guys all the time. You know, it's just, you know, not that I'm just talking to you, but if the right opportunity was to come across the table and everything lined up, we'd go out and do it, you know. But it just has to be right, you know. Everybody, like you said.
I'm gonna throw this out right now. If you guys do anything, you got to jump on the Black and Blue Bowl. You know, Freddie and Cuz, that's their thing. But I'm like a guy who throws names behind the scenes.
Right.
So you might be getting a kite from one of us to be like, "Yo, what's up? We need you on the Black and Blue or one of these New York shows."
I think years and years ago, one of VOD's first shows back was, I don't know if you guys were calling Black and Blue Bowl then, maybe you were, or it was just a Super Bowl, but we're going to go back, maybe 2010, maybe earlier, maybe 2008, because I think Blood Simple was still going then, and we did one of those Super Bowls, and it was awesome. Yeah. It was at a venue in the city. I can't remember what venue it was at.
I think I remember when it might have still been on the west side, but you guys, again, in a way, that's what made it good. That you know, you guys in the later years would do. You didn't over fucking play yourselves out. You know, you would pick a couple of shows, which was always kind of in general. I mean, you guys got to do some big tours. We'll get into that and all that shit. But you guys pick your punches better, and I always like that because it's smart. You know, and also not like. You know, you make people fiend for it, and the people that really want to see you guys kind of keep up to date to try to catch you guys.
Yeah,
But well, I know a lot of your history, but there's a lot of newer kids that follow us and check us out, and they love your band, but they don't get to talk to Timmy Tim. You know what I mean? They don't get the Kennedys and the Wombats and the fucking and all you motherfuckers. But Where you at? You're still on the island?
No, I haven't been on the island in like 20 years.
Oh, you in the city? Yeah, I forgot you were in the city, right? In
Yeah. So
Brooklyn or something, maybe.
I lived in the city for a while. Then I was out in Brooklyn, and believe it or not, I have made my home the fucking Bronx, bro. That's where I'm at.
Oh shit, the book
Over
down.
the
Yeah,
bridge.
a lot of people are ending up there for in the Bronx.
Over the bridge, and not so far away. But I'm up in the Bronx. I love it. Bought a house up here.
Dope.
About 4 years ago. Brooklyn, we couldn't afford anything there. It's getting too busy, and I needed a little more space. So we found something up in the Bronx, and we love it. It's fucking a great place to live. I know it gets a lot of heat because a lot of the press that comes out in the Bronx is usually bad, but it ain't nothing like that, man. It's a great place to live, man. I couldn't be happier.
Yeah, definitely. I want to say even this parts of the Bronx that probably are some of the few places that still have that old New York flavor still, that like neighborhood.
Yeah, my neighborhood, I would say, is one of them. It really hasn't changed much. It's kind of quiet. You go across the highway and it'll be loud, but where we're at, it's pretty quiet. I'm right by Pelham Bay Park.
Oh, dope.
And I'm in there every fucking day, running, riding, just hanging out, and it's a great place to live. And, if you want to get anywhere, you could get anywhere. You're still in the city. I could be downtown in less than a half hour on a good day.
Yeah,
and
no, for sure.
Because, I still got friends and family out there. That's even easier. Going to Long Island from Brooklyn was
absolutely.
It's a
absolutely
nightmare.
I know you come up the other from Long Island. You come up along the side. You go right up to the Bronx.
Yeah. So right over the Throgs Neck Bridge, and I'm out there, and so we're good up here. Everything's great. I can't complain.
Good shit. I want to take it a little bit back for some of these young guns out there. You guys, again, Long Island also had a lot of history in music in general, and you guys came up at again, like, it's funny because some people talk about Madball and they're like old school, which I don't consider us old school. We've been around a while, but old school is some older guys and whatever. And whatever, exactly. And in our generation, if it's the second, third wave or whatever it be, you guys came up right around the same time, a little bit right after, but it was at the time when the scene was dead, but it was starting to re-pop. It was starting to pop, and you guys were the voice of Long Island.
We were lucky. I don't, you've been a musician for a long time. Half of music, more than anything, it's all about timing and luck. That's what it is. You might write the best fucking music ever, but a lot of it takes luck and timing. And for VOD, it was timing. I don't know how. We kind of swung our way in there to the Long Island scene, but it was a very exciting time, and it's great to be talking to you guys because, again, I'm just talking to you, but Madball is one of my favorite hardcore bands out there, and I'm not just saying that because I'm talking to you. It's just, it really is. When VOD, we started off in I don't know how long you want to go into this, but we'll just get switched.
Go. That's what I wanted to go. I wanted to go from the beginning and school these people so they know what time it is.
So 93, VOD started in a garage somewhere around 92, late 92. We weren't really VOD yet, but me, Kennedy, and Baumbach were in a garage with another drummer writing music. And it was very different, but we were together, and it started to grow. Maybe 93, it started to pick up a little bit. And then we were more of like a metal-y band. We had some metal, but we had some melody because I had a lot of Doors influence. So I sung, which I don't know how, it just kind of happened. And we were heavily into a lot of metal, so there was a lot of screaming. And we had a lot of double bass, which to me just was a little metal-y, And I remember we were also starting to get into Disciplinary Action. I don't, that band?
Of course.
One of my other favorite
classics.
They catch a lot of heat, but whatever. But they were great as hardcore. But Madball, DA, Early Life of Agony, Biohazard, all this shit was being rammed down on. We were really starting to get into it out there. And why I bring this up, like we heard Sick of It All, Cro-Mags, and a lot of it, really getting into the story. A lot of these albums were coming from Mike's older brother, Doug Kennedy, and he was throwing these albums at, you like this, you got to hear the Cro-Mag. You never heard the Cro-Mags? Listen to this shit. Never heard AF? Listen to this shit. And I listened to it, I liked it, but I never really dove into it for whatever the reasons. But when I heard Madball, I was like, who the fuck is this? Because this is fucking I really fucking like this. And I can still remember, on Long Island, you drive cars. Everybody goes subway, So I can still remember being on like certain streets, having Dropping Many Suckers blasting on the fucking radio. That 7-inch was really, really big for me in my life. It still is. I still go back and listen to it,
Good shit, man. Cool.
I remember, speeding up just for a quick second, being out on the road doing really big Blood Simple tours. And I was kind of in this zone because we were touring for years, gone. And I was getting a little homesick, and I put on fucking Dropping Many Suckers. And I was working out in like a semi truck that day, fucking listening to this fucking, and I was just brought back. And I even approached the show differently that night. It really resonated with me. And I remember texting Warren Lee, being like, you got to get a message to Freddie. I just listened to his record.
Oh yeah.
Kind of in a weird place, and it made me feel really fucking great. It made me feel like home, and Blood Simple was obviously more metal oriented. I just want those guys to know wherever we go, we're always flying that hardcore flag. And he must have sent that to Freddie, because a couple days later I got a text back from Freddie or from Warren quoting whatever. Yeah. But a very nice text, that they got it, and that was great to say. And it's just, Madball was instrumental, man. And
that's dope, man.
It's just that you guys are phenomenal.
And it's dope because I know we have a lot of history with doing some of your first runs together, going on the road. And shout out to Warren, because Warren was the one who flew the VOD flag.
Yeah.
From his email rickets to everything. That's I was like, what is this? And he's like, VOD. Everything was VOD. And that was one of the things that I liked about you guys, that the ingredients were in a different way. Like you said, you guys came up, more on the metal tip, and it wasn't the old school thrash stuff. It was a little bit more the newer metal. Well, it ain't new now, but at the time. And then the hardcore influences came. And I always knew that early on, that even from, again, I always loved metal, and I love the attitude, I love the musicianship of metal and the attitude of hardcore. So I try to bring it in. When you guys came in, you brought in that metal it was more advanced. And that's the shit that I like, that I remember it stuck out, like, the newer bands that were coming out, but it was coming out of our world, and you guys could all fucking play. That was the one thing I saw from jump. I was like, man, this dude could really scream. He could really sing. They could really play guitar. They could play drums. I was like, fuck, man, we got to work now. These guys are making us work. But I didn't know it came. That's cool. It came from Kennedy's older brother. Then the more.
I just remember a lot of the records and a lot of the influences early on were from him throwing us records and stuff, like, you got to hear this. Even like, he would even be like, you never heard of fucking Soundgarden? What the fuck is the matter with you? You got to, or he would say stuff like, you guys got to get a band name like Soundgarden. You got to see a cool name or something, man. So it'd be stuff like that. And his brother was a cool guy. He's
that's cool. That's cool. That. And let me ask you this: when you guys started jamming, all right, the name, first of all, who came up with the name? How did that come up?
Kennedy found it in a high school fucking book.
He went to high school?
We went to high school, man.
Yeah, so he found it in a book, because I was wondering, and when you guys, did you ever think, we you started a couple of bands since, so we've all been in different bands, since our first bands. Sure. Did you guys have an idea of what VOD wanted to be, or you kind of just, it became what it was, and then you drove the car
we had a desire, obviously, you know, from that point, who knew what the fuck we were gonna do? That was so early in, but we had the desire and the drive to take it all the way. We knew we wanted to go out on the road. We knew we wanted to get signed. We knew it. We felt that. We knew we weren't just gonna. It was never a thought that we were just gonna kind of do this for fun. You know, it was right on. And you know, like I said, a lot of it was timing. Like, we came out of the garage, we did that first demo. We didn't fucking know what the fuck was gonna happen with that. You know, in the beginning, we played like clubs like Hammerheads, which is a small club on Long Island. We played that was like the first couple of places we played were like Hammerheads, some other place called the Dry Rock Cafe, where it was basically shows that your friends came and you had like a couple of the guys in the other bands brought their friends. So they'd be like 50 or 60 people, but the shows were pretty damn good. And it was weird because the club promoters were coming right up to us. When are you guys coming back? You got to come back. You got to come back. It was kind of cool. They were very receptive. And of course they wanted us to sell tickets, but whatever. And then lo and behold, and I always tell this story because it's very important, somehow, because there was a Long Island scene kind of going on at this point that we were not a part of. We were a metal band, like I said, doing shows with our friends, and it was kind of starting to spread. And we were starting to listen to a lot of hardcore, like we were into it. And this band, Loyal to None, from Long Island, I don't know if you ever heard of them, but they were a pretty big Long Island band, whatever. And Brian, the drummer, and I think the singer came to the show. And they were the first hardcore kids to come and see us. And we were like, whoa. We went up to them afterwards, and we kind of talked to them. And then, you know, we started, they said, you guys should come play. We could maybe talk to some people. And then I think we played, somebody started getting us over to the Angle, which is a big Long Island rock club. Hotel Leningrad, the Angle. We used to go there in high school and just get fucking wasted and jump around like Mosh, like Ministry, and like fucking, I don't know who else. It was weird. Enter Sandman and shit. It was
the
weird.
Angle. You know? I forgot all about that spot. I remember the Angle. Yeah.
So we there were definitely some hardcore bands played there, like Neglect, DA. I don't know if you guys played there or not.
I think so, but I've been there for sure.
Yeah, Mind Over Matter. Like, it was definitely the hardcore at it club at that moment, and somehow we wound up getting onto a decent sized bill because now the Long Island kids started to hear about us. That demo started getting out there, and people started showing up. And I can't remember exactly. It might have been Neglect. I can't remember who played that show, but then that was it. We went up there and we fucking destroyed that place, and we started to get a lot more offers after that. You know, that was still pretty early, so we went and did a lot of Right Track shows, and then slowly we started making our way into the city. And now we're in a whole different fishbowl. You know, he's young. I don't know. I might have been, and this is before we had Fleisch. This is just when we were a four-piece, before a bass player. I thought it was cool because it was like the Doors. The Doors didn't have a bass player, but it sounded fucking terrible.
Everybody needs a bass player, okay?
So now we're starting to creep in. And our first show in the city was the Bond Street. And I distinctly remember Warren be there. I remember Royce was there.
Of course.
And we thought it was, with Warren and Royce, it was funny because we had a Korean friend named Chris who we thought they all looked exactly alike. So we were just kind of laughing about that. And then, Royce was always very, very quiet, but Warren was very outgoing. And so lo and behold, we started to, we played that night. It was pretty cool. It was kind of scattered. I can't remember who we played with, but, we started with the Bond Street, and then we played ABC No Rio, and, things started to happen, and then out on Long Island, now it's starting to thrive, like we're slowly stabbing into the city, but we're not quite there yet. We're kind of just testing the waters, loading the amps in the car, playing for maybe 20 people on a Thursday night, whatever. We didn't get beat up or killed. It was
so far so good.
Yeah. And so now we start creeping, Long Island starts to get bigger. The scene's starting to grow. We're starting to get bigger. And now we did a split 7-inch with a couple of guys with Loyal to None, which brought us more into the hardcore realm out there. I think that song DTO was on it. A lot of kids really dig that song. And, the shit starts popping. We're doing the right track in. And now, Rick to Life is starting to get involved. And back then, Rick was whatever you want to say, he was really very good at getting bands together, putting shows together, the publicity, he had that. He was good at that. And he, honestly, I still remember now that we're talking, all these memories are coming back. He was the one that got us on that hardcore compilation.
Yeah, that became, I know that video, I know which one you're talking about. I think you were on the cover or one of these.
New York's Hardest. That's what it was called. New York's Hardest. A lot of bands were on it. And we recorded 2 tracks. I think we might be the first song on the fucking thing. We never knew any of that was going to happen. We go to this fucking studio, Big Blue Meanie out in New Jersey. The guy's got half the studio in his basement. It's like opening up the fucking space shuttle. And he goes down. We're like, what the fuck? What is this place? And we end up tracking these songs. And then I get that phone. I'm pretty sure, I don't want to quote it, but I think we wound up being the first song on that thing. And that was big. That thing kind of went everywhere. A lot of people dug that song. And now all of a sudden we're like the first track on some giant fucking hardcore compilation, and things are really starting to turn for us, and we're starting to get bigger. And this kind of brings us now into the Roxy, which I guess was Sundance at some point. Yeah. Now, the Roxy was a big ass, for anybody who doesn't know, is a big ass club, a rock club out in Huntington. And Frank Cariola ran it, and he was really big. He got a lot of national acts there. Typo Negative, fucking, he got
everybody.
I got a scar, I don't know if you can see, probably can't, on my head from the Biohazard show that happened, one of the 10,000 Biohazard shows happened at the Roxy. Some dude came flipping off the fucking stage, cracked me right in the fucking head. My fucking face is bleeding, and I'm still standing there. I wouldn't move. And I don't know if you remember SIB, Archie?
Of course. Rest in peace, my brother.
Yeah, rest in peace. He fucking looks over at me. He's a pretty intimidating guy. Yo, man, your fucking head's bleeding. You gotta get out of here. And I was just like, no, I ain't moving. My fucking head's like fucking bleeding.
Yeah.
But, that's some funny history right there.
Yeah, no, and I remember them. You guys, I think you on the cover of the video. There was the one video that got around that had you guys, us, a bunch of playing Coney Island or some shit. It was one of those things.
The Coney Island days are coming. I haven't gotten to that yet. That was the Frank Pavage hardcore video, right?
Yeah,
yep. I remember Ezak's on it, Freddie's on it, everybody's on it. I think Kennedy's on it, mowing his lawn.
Yeah.
That's
Kennedy, I need Kennedy to come mow my lawn. Where you at, Kennedy?
He'll do it. He'll just hire somebody.
Yeah, I know you're not. But that crazy.
Yeah. So we're like, Cariola's getting all these, we played there. We would play, I remember this. This is funny. We set up, me and Derek from Neglect set up Strong Island 94. We got a ton of fucking Long Island hardcore bands, any bands we could fucking imagine. And we set up this Sunday matinee at the Roxy, and it was a big blowout. Lots of people came. It was a crazy fucking show. So we were doing stuff like that. We were starting to become very active. The SFT 7-inch came out with Through My Eyes on it.
Yep.
I remember, I tell this because you were asking, were we determined, and we had a fire. We had a fire, and we were being influenced by a lot of people. Now we're more on a hardcore level. The metal has kind of weaned its way. We still like it, but it's not really a heavy influence at this point. And Earth Crisis, boom, puts out fucking Firestorm, that crazy fucking 7-inch. And we were listening to it in the car being like, we got to like you guys were saying, we got to put out something sick. This is amazing. We got to put out something better. Like, we got to do something. Like, we can't put shit out.
Yeah.
And, we're struggling. Like, what songs are we going to put on this 7-inch? And I know we put, like, Beneath the Green, Watch Out. Through My Eyes was the big, and Choke. Those 2 songs, really big songs for VOD. And So we're out there. The things are cooking, and he sees us play, and he decides every national act that comes through, we're putting you guys on the bill. So we're getting in front of Motorhead's crowd, which, whatever. Motorhead.
But still, that look is amazing.
Yeah, Motorhead, Typo Negative, Life Agony when they're starting to cross over, but they're still big. Biohazard. And then a big one was Machine Head. So Rob Flynn fucking sees us, and he was like, "This band's fucking sick. Who the fuck are these guys?" And he's very big in press. He talks, and he's good, And but the really big show, and then this is a famous VOD Long Island history. We started doing little shows. The shows are getting bigger. We're selling out the Right Track Inn, and we might have did some smaller shows at the PWAC. And then all of a sudden, I remember getting a phone call from Frank Cariola, the guy who runs the Roxy. He's like, "Tim, I got a fucking good one for you. I really hope you can do it. Korn is coming in, no opening bands, just fucking you guys. Can you fucking please? I think you really need to do this." We're like, yeah, we'll fucking be there. So it's like Korn and us. And we're pretty big, this is later, we're coming up on the first record, and that show was this is when Korn, they exploded.
CasaDeRock.com, home of that fly DIY. You want to support the show? Go cop some merch right now. We got a lot of new t-shirts, shorts, and caps available. Everything is made in-house by your boy on the spot. So show some love. Support the movement. CasaDeRock.com is the spot.
But not yet. They're still just riding in one bus, but they're just knocking people out. It's like Adidas fucking everywhere.
They were the new face of metal at the time, for sure.
The new face. They're still climbing, but they're destroying everybody. So it's us and them at the Roxy. Needless to say, the fucking lines are wrapped around the fucking building. We get on, destroyed it, it was an amazing show. It was an amazing night. It was sick. It was something that you kind of dream of,
Yeah.
And then a month later, we show up to do a PWAC show, which was a venue out on the island. It was kind of like a big-ass warehouse. Up until then, we were doing skate parks, small clubs, 100, 200 people. Maybe we were probably getting into the city doing stuff. But we showed up to that show, and we couldn't fucking believe it. Again, there was a line. Now it's our show. We're headlining. There's a fucking line around the goddamn building. Could not believe it. It was crazy. And there was probably 2,000 people at that show.
Yeah.
A Long Island band who was not signed. That shit doesn't happen. And,
we had a great show with you at the PWAC. I think it was the PWAC. Yeah, that was crazy.
We did that, and then Howie Abrams, who we all know. What's up, Howie?
Howie.
He signed you guys. I don't know if he signed you.
Yep. He signed Madball like 2-3 times.
Yeah. Him and Ray Capo from Shelter, they started giving us, now we're playing in Pennsylvania. We're playing out of state. We did a show with Shelter out at the Mantis Green out in Scranton. And he comes up to us after the show. "Yo, I got this label. We really would love to get you guys on it." And we're like, "All right, sounds great." So basically, him and Howie are the ones who signed us to Roadrunner. And that show we did with you guys, I'm pretty sure, was another one that was packed out, probably goes fans. But
insane.
It was a show we might have got signed off of. So
it was a huge show. It was a huge show. And I remember you guys, we had a great show. You guys, I remember, killed it. And I remember it was like a big one. And for even for us who was already playing, we even felt like, oh, this is a big show. It was insane. It's probably online somewhere. But I forget. I know that's what I was going to get into, how you guys signed to Roadrunner. I didn't know Ray had something to do with it. Now I'm kind of remembering his imprint on it. But I didn't know he was one of the guys that kind of,
Yeah, he walked us in the door to Howie. It was definitely Ray. Wow. Like I said, now we're bigger. People know that the buzz is out there, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And we're starting to get offers, and we don't know really what we're going to do. And Ray started knocking on our door, and like I said, we played. I don't know, you remember that venue up in Scranton, the Mantis Green? A lot of people. It was CC's. CC's shut down. CC's was fucking awesome. And then the Mantis Green, which was run by a couple of people, and it was good. So we played there with him, and he was the one that started calling us. he started taking us out to dinner.
Yeah.
You know, we went to his apartment. You know, we got to kind of know him. Walked us into Roadrunner, and now it's like La La Land. You think you think this is it? You think
Yep. Oh yeah.
He's done. You know, Howie Abrams he's in there. You're meeting Scott Gibbon. You're meeting all these people. And I think, every time we went there in the beginning, it always seemed like there'd be some rock star there. Like, I remember Max Cavalera was there. We were like, holy shit, this is insane. We're definitely fucking signing you guys,
Yeah, Madball signed with Roadrunner because we were like, it's the biggest metal label. We don't care what it is. We'll sign it. And, it must be good. They got fucking Sepultura. They got Machine. All right, fuck it. But we signed a contract that our lawyer was a lawyer who does plumbing, lawyer work for like buildings. We didn't even have a real music lawyer, but we were like, fuck it, Roadrunner's popping. We're in, you know what I mean? I know. And then that Roadrunner was Roadrunner. That was the metal. It's like what Nuclear Blast is now, for metal. Roadrunner was the shit, If you were on road, it was the Def Jam of fucking for metal and hardcore.
It was great. We loved how we were being, look, we were kids from Long Island. Things were happening. The band was fucking huge. It was crazy. And literally, again, we were young. I know Freddie was real young too, but I was like, I think I was 20 years old, dude. Like we weren't even 21 yet. This kind of shit was going on. And, so yeah, we get signed to that. That's basically the run up to how we got signed. We did do, I think Roadrunner might have paid for a demo because now we're starting to get into like more. We wrote a couple of songs that would ultimately wind up on the first record. And we did this demo, this 3-song demo. It might have been 2 songs. It had Element, 666. I can't remember if there was another song, but whatever. I know for a fact there were those 2 songs, and they came out sick. They came out really good. We went out to Legend Studios, a small studio out on Long Island.
Classic studio.
He engineered it for us, and we were in that track, and it just sounded fucking amazing. The guy was just like, this shit's awesome. Mailed it off to Howie. We did that. He brought a bunch of people to that show at the PWAC. And that was it. We got signed, and that we were unleashed on the world. Yeah,
and that was great. That was, again, you guys had the perfect ingredients, especially for Roadrunner, and at that time where hardcore was popping, and now hardcore was also, it wasn't just the old school Minor Threat sounding type bands. It was also that, I don't like calling it crossover, but it had the metal influence, the more technical. You had technical bands and raw bands, and it was but you guys were still a hardcore band, with a more metallic sound. You guys came, like you just described, even though starting out more as a metal influenced band, you guys, the world that we came up in is the same. The fucking the Bond Streets, the Wetlands, the Coney Island Highs, that's the bands in our world. That's the special thing about hardcore was metal has a battle of the band scene, and then the next thing is doing a big place. There's no middle ground. Hardcore had the smaller venues and where you could, sharpen your swords. Like a band like Candiria, shout out to Candiria, same thing with them, how they ended up in the hardcore scene. They were a black metal band, death metal band, but there's no scene for that unless you were a top tier guy. You're like, I could get on this hardcore show for the next 6 months. I could play every week if I want.
Hardcore is, again, luck and timing. Like you said, the scene was kind of dead and it was starting to come back. Same thing out on Long Island.
Yep.
And it's just hardcore is such an amazing breeding ground for like aspiring artists, if you could fit in, Like you said, Candiria, love them. We did tons of fucking shows with those guys. A very different flavor, those guys, but they had something that the hardcore community can grab onto. They were honest about it.
Exactly.
They were fucking one of the sickest drummers to ever get on stage.
The whole band could rock,
That's hardcore is just, it's got that element. Like you said, metal is different. I've played a lot of metal shows.
Yeah.
They're amazing, but they're completely different.
So
you know?
yeah, exactly. We're gonna go into that because that's the cool thing about where you guys, how you guys came up and where you ended up going with it, because you guys started crossing over. So you
Right.
dropped the first record, and you ended up getting Phil to Pantera to jump on your record.
Yeah, yeah.
Which I know he was a big fan of the band, and he has his hardcore roots with loving certain old bands.
Absolutely.
How did that whole shit fall into place? Like, how
Well,
did that come up? And that's when Pantera was popping.
yeah, it was fucking crazy. So it all came out of, like you said, we signed, we recorded the first record, we started doing tours. We did our first tour with you guys. It was like a 2-week run.
Yep.
Out to, I think it went as far out as, the fuck is that state? Michigan. And then, we went back and did up and down the East Coast. It was awesome. Some great memories from that. And, but we went to Europe with Sick of It All. So now we're on the touring circuit. We're out there. People are starting to recognize us. We're doing national, tours. And then a big offer came through our management. We got onto the Ozfest. And that was the first Ozfest that was ever a tour. Before that, it was just like 2 or 3 shows. It wasn't the tour. And it was a full-on fucking tour around the fucking states. I don't know how many goddamn dates, a lot of them. And we did Sick of It All for like a month and a half in Europe, came home for like 2 days, boom, right out on the Ozfest. Almost got kicked off the Ozfest because the same management that got us on didn't tell us that we were that we needed to get there like a day earlier. Like, we missed our first set. Sharon Osbourne kicked us off. She's like, "You guys are done.
Get these fucking guys off."
Yeah, we showed up in a fucking blown out RV, like the only band besides Neurosis that did not have some mapped out touring bus. Our driver's name was Tony Cotton, and it was like, this thing was a hellhole. Like, we could get into that later. I guess it's not really the focus, but whatever. So we show up. She kicks us off. We send the 2 managers in. Get the fuck in there. You got to get us back on. There's no way we're leaving. Which is, back then, you did 2 sets a day. We missed the first set. She's like, they're done. Get them out of here. Somehow they worked it. We got back on. So I think we played that day. And, Ozfest was crazy. Again, we're the only hardcore band. We're the only band that doesn't have a bus. It's us and Neurosis are both kind of looking at each other like, okay, we're going to be friends. We can fucking hang out. And, a lot of you had the main stage that kind of had their own, second stage, whatever. You know that mentality, right? Yep. And, playing with big rock stars. You got, and like you were saying, bands at their peak. You got Marilyn Manson, who is at his fucking peak. He's fucking larger than life. You had Black Sabbath, who you never see them, but that was the first time they ever played. They didn't play. This is the first time they did a tour. You had Ozzy doing his shit. Fear Factory, all sort of, huge. Pantera, enormous. And you had Machine Head. That's like the whole main stage. Side stage was like us, Cold Chamber, who was fucking, they're blowing it out every night. Every fucking night they're destroying. They should have been on the main stage. So we're like this little hardcore band. We're playing our shows. We're doing our thing, ripping it up every day, twice a day. Some days you play 2 20-minute sets. Some days you're playing as the people are walking in. Like, they're at the fence. There's like no one watching you. And usually you would get one good set a day. Maybe you'd get lucky and get 2, but usually one was kind of lame, but the next one you'd play later and it'd be pretty good. And it rotated, so it wasn't like you got in front of a lot of people. So, we started throwing down with Machine Head. That's how it started. We started hanging out, Rob, very approachable guy.
Yeah, good guy and a fan of the hardcore shit.
Yeah, he's a big fan of EOD. He was very early on popping up on the side of our stage, very easy to get along with. So, one night we're all hanging out, this is early. So we saw Pantera. I watched Pantera the first night from the crowd. I was like, fuck it. I honestly said, these guys lost it. They're not as good as they were. And I walked away. I just wasn't into it. I wasn't feeling it. And then, and I was like, that sucked, whatever. So the tour starts going on, and I started going to watch them a little more, Pantera. I'm like, dude, these guys are like huge to me. I got to go give them another shot. So I started watching them from the side of the stage, and I started getting into them again. Like, maybe they were just off that day. It was the first show. Yeah. Who knows? I just didn't think they were very good. But I started getting into them, and me and Rob are getting fucking now. Everybody's hanging out. It's like rock and roll summer camp.
Yeah,
you're hanging out. Fucking Pete Steele's right next to you. You look that way. The drummer of Faith No More is like warming up. It's like it's crazy. Your head's like, oh, like where the fuck am I? It's the summer. You're like going from tour bus to tour bus. It's fucking nuts, man. And I remember one night being like, I'm hanging out with Rob Flynn, and we're getting wasted, drinking whatever he likes, brown eyes. He's like, yo, let's go fucking meet Phil. And I'm like, what? What do you mean meet Phil? He's like, come on, we're going to go fucking meet him. Let's go. And he fucking walks me through this labyrinth of shit, and boom, we go through a door. Phil's sitting right there. And I had met him. We had the same management at the time. And I had met him a couple months before. We went down. We were in the same town as them, and we went to see them in Cincinnati or something. And we watched them from the side of the stage, met him afterwards. That was pretty funny. Like, here's a funny story. So this is before we were at Cincinnati meeting Pantera for the first time, and they're just like, hey, we know the same management. You guys are going to be on Ozfest. Phil was cool. He's like, I love you guys. He actually knew some stuff. And then we went to meet like Dimebag and Vinny. And we go shaking hands, and Brendan goes to shake Vinny's hand, and Vinny just holds up a marker. And Brendan's just like, he just gives him the arm. And Vinny signs his arm.
He said, fuck it, let me roll with him later. Yeah. Amazing.
What are you going to do? It's fucking Vinny Paul,
Amazing.
But rest in peace. But that was funny. So anyway, back to the Ozfest. So we met Phil that night, and he was real cool. What's going on? He knew. Oh, yeah, I know you guys. I'm going to come see you on the side stage one of these days, and you guys are great. And, we started hanging out. Hanging out in his dressing room. Started showing up on the side of the stage more, partying more, hanging out. And then there was an off date with us and Neurosis out in I think Oklahoma or some shit. And it's a pretty quiet show, whatever, an off date, maybe a couple hundred people there, not Ozfest, obviously. And all of a sudden I see some weird shadow come up on the left side of the stage, and it was Phil. So he's riding around with the Neurosis guys, and he came and watched the whole set. Afterwards, what's up? You guys are fucking awesome. It's fucking great. And then, he started inviting me out on stage at the Ozfest to do like backups. That was pretty fucking crazy. And, and then a couple of weekends on the Ozfest, they were on the Rockstar schedule, like 2 shows on, 3 days, then a day off, 3 days on, whatever. So I went away with them a couple of times. So we're starting to become friendly, it's cool. And, they're really great guys. I guess once you get past, they were great to me. That's all. Yeah. I don't know what's said and whatever it is out there, but real cool. Like the party. We liked a lot of the same music, and they hung out with a lot of the Neurosis guys, so we were hanging out a lot. And then I'll never forget this. At one of the last Ozfest dates, I'm hanging out on the side of the stage. Pantera, we're getting wasted. And they're doing fucking Hostile, and it's like one of the last songs of the set. And everybody who goes up there, they do their backgrounds on the side mics, not Phil's mic. No one's grabbing his fucking mic. Yeah. Sure enough, he comes fucking lumbering up and throws the fucking mic at me, and I'm just like, why? He's like, and it's like fucking Hostile, like a crazy ass song, and I'm just like, all right, I'll just kind of sing it here, like kneeling down. He looks back and he says, what the fuck are you doing? Get the fuck out of here. I got to get out there. I'm up on the big fucking screen screaming fucking Hostile. Yeah. It was quite the moment. But so needless to say, that's kind of how things started to brew up. We started to develop a friendship through the Ozfest. I saw, they came through Long Island. I'd go down. I went down to New Orleans, Halloween, hung out with them and shit. So we're pretty friendly. We're close definitely. Then, And now we're coming into Imprint. Like, we did the first record cycle. We toured for a year or whatever. Did real well. Roadrunners anteing up for the next record. But, like, Imprint, we did these metal tour. We did the first record, we did a lot of touring. We learned a lot. This is our first world tour. Like, we were in Japan, we were in Europe, we were in the U.S. like 5 or 6 times, playing with you guys, playing with what I'm getting at, we're playing with professional fucking musicians, like real deal dudes. We did the Ozfest, we did all this fucking shit. So we're going into Imprint, like we gotta kill it. the new metal wave was really starting to hit.
Yep.
Wasn't really a big fan of it, So I'm angry. I'm pissed off. I want to write. But this is where I was at, And then the other guys were feeling it too. Maybe they weren't as angry, but they wanted. We knew we had to really put out something sick. We gotta step it up. So in print, no one had jobs. Our job was just doing this fucking record. And, we were rehearsing every day. I'm coming out with, they're putting out songs like once a day. I'm coming back with the lyrics and the vocals the next day. Like, it's like bang, bang, bang. Months, tight as fuck. Howie's still at the label. And, maybe Gitta might have came in. I don't know. But anyway, we team up with Dave Sardi, big time fucking producer. Great guy. And he came down to some of the pre-production sections, which were pretty funny. He thought he was going to Long Island. He shows up in some crazy hippie van with a surfboard on top of the thing. What are you doing? He's like, I figured there'd be some waves or something around here.
It ain't Long Beach, fucking California. It's fucking Long Island.
Yeah, exactly.
Minneota, motherfucker.
We were in Long Beach, but we were on Long Island, and there weren't any fucking waves. But anyway, so he was cool, very mellow guy. Went through the tracks. He'd just be like, maybe change this, maybe change that. Didn't have too much to say. Very reserved guy. So we're riding home one day from practice. I don't know who I was with. I'm like, we got to get something special on this fucking record. Like, we really need something big. I don't know what we're going to do. And I was like, fuck it. Why don't I just try and call Phil? See if he wants to fucking sing on the record. And everybody's like, you what? All right, fine. Maybe give him a shot. So I was just like, fuck it. I'm going to call him. I'm going to fucking ask him. I talked to my manager.
Before email, kids, you probably actually called him on the phone.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah. I talked to my management about it. They thought it was a great idea. And they said, we think you should give Phil a call. So I called him up, got him on the phone. Yo, what's going on, man? What do you think about singing on our record? We got a fucking, I don't know how much money you want. We got a track that we think you'd be great on. What do you think? And he was just like, no doubt, would love to do it. I'm like, well, where do you want to? I'll bring it down to you. Like, you don't even have to leave your fucking, you call it. We'll be down there. And he's like, no problem. He's like, and then boom, it all set up. That was a nice weekend. This was, when the fuck was this? This was like in the spring. So New Orleans is beautiful in the spring. I flew down. We did it at a studio. We did all the music up here. I think I did my singing parts because there's some singing on that track by the river. But the screams, I wanted to wait. I wanted to do it with them. And so we got everything ready. We sent the shit down to him. And I said, all right, I'm coming. We booked the studio, and I flew down I was there for like a weekend. I got to I had a friend. We had a friend down there at the time, picked me up at the airport. We're going to Phil's house. We're hanging out with his lady, me and my friend. And the night we get there, we're just hanging around his living room. We're drinking and stuff like that. And he goes, you want to hear the song? I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, you want to hear my parts? I'm just like, all right.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah. He puts the CD, like the instrumental version, on his stereo, and he just starts doing his parts right there in the fucking living room, like fully on. And I was just like, wow.
You're like,
cool, man. All right. I'm gonna go get another beer. This is fucking
I'll be right back.
That was a moment right there. This guy's doing his shit right in the living room for me, and it sounded pretty cool to me. He had all the lyrics written down. And the next day we went into the studio, and I always remember this. We get in, and I'm like, I don't care who goes first. You go first. He's like, all right. I'm like, you go first. I'll wait, whatever. So we're in the room. He tracks the way he tracks, and I'm sitting there. He starts doing his takes, and I'm just like, oh, fuck. It didn't sound that good.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
I'm like, I was just like, this is not good. I'm sitting there, and I just walked out for a little, give the guy some space again, and then whatever. Maybe he just needed to warm up because an hour later it was fucking sick. And after his boy started turning the knobs, forget it. Well, I went in. I was fired up. I'm coming out straight out of 2 weeks of tracking. My fucking voice is wide the fuck open. I went in there, I banged my shit out in 2 takes. They were just like, whoa, holy shit. And then that was it. That's the history of that. And then it was funny because we left that day from that studio with a rough mix of the track. And we're sitting in his living room. He's got this fucking stereo. We're fucking smoking, drinking, hanging out. And he just fucking he just starts putting the fucking song on. We're just like, we're fucking sitting next to this guy. We're listening to this fucking track. My head was blown, man. And that was a big moment. That was a sick,
definitely. And I kind of remember when that was going on because Warren, he'd get he'd be talking to you guys, and I remember I was like, yo, that's fucking big. You know what I mean? Like that's like at the time getting James Hetfield on the track. It was like, and I don't know those guys personally, and they were never my favorite band, but he was my favorite singer in metal. Because he sounded hard, but he could sing, and you also understood what he was saying. Yeah, so I was like, "Yo, that's the combo." You know what I mean? Like, you could hear it and feel it. You know what I mean?
He was needless to say, at his best, he was his best. Nobody can fucking touch him. Even some of his super joint shit, his latest shit, I think is fucking amazing. It's just the phenomenal fucking singer. We all know that, and it was a huge moment, it was great, and it did great stuff for us. And, listening to what he did on that track, he really put effort into it. Like, I've seen him do other shit, and it's just like, whatever, he did it. But he wrote fucking lines. He came out fucking swinging. Like, he was out.
And for the way you describe it, you could tell he was into it. He had the music written. He was, like, amped about it. And that's something that you want when you have a guest because – some people will do it, and then behind the scenes they're like, "Oh fuck, I got to do this song with these fucking dudes."
You never do it. That's why I really don't do guest spots. Because I've had plenty of offers, but you got to feel it. You got to want it. And if you don't, you got to be fucking honest. It's no disrespect.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not gonna do something that I ain't feeling. It's just not there.
And then it was like, okay, so that's the second, and then. So what happened? So you guys dropped that record again. You guys are in the mix with all these big dogs. You're crossing over into the other scene.
Yeah.
Where does it start to simmer down with VOD? Where you guys put it to the side? What was the route that happened from that record on to when it started winding down a little bit?
Yeah, well, now we're getting on with everything. We're still pretty young. It's 98. VOD 98, 99, still a fucking big band. Still fucking slaying people. Shows are pretty packed. And we started having some problems at the end of Imprint with the label. And we weren't feeling, Roadrunner, it's a tough motherfucker, right?
Yep.
And they had us locked for a couple more records. And we weren't feeling it. Like, we were out in Australia supporting Imprint. We were on a long tour. It was Japan, one of those insane tours. Japan, Australia, New Zealand, Australia, Japan. We were gone for like a month and a half.
Those were slave deals too. Those Roadrunner deals were slave deals. If you know.
I remember some flight was like 27 hours of travel, and then we had to play like an hour and 20 minutes. It was fucking nuts. But anyway, loved every minute of it.
Of course.
So, we're starting to have problems with them because we had a sold-out UK tour with us. I don't know, us and this band Iron Monkey. The shit was sold out. It was like 5 shows. It wasn't a huge tour, but it was sold out. If it wasn't sold out, it was damn close. It was selling really well. Some of the dates were sold out. They wouldn't give us the tour support. We were just like, what are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
And then we were over at we were back in our office in Tokyo with the Roadrunner over there, and we're talking to the A&R guy, and he's telling us there was some gig or some festival. He's like, yeah, we were pushing for you guys the whole time. We wanted you guys over there, but they said no, and they gave us typo negative. And we were just like, this is fucked up. These guys are fucking dogging us. So we were all pissed off, and we came back, and basically, long story short, we lied our way out of the contract. We said they owed us, now we're up to record 3. They owed us a lot of money for the next record, and we said we're giving you guys a 4-track fucking demo. We're going back. We just want to be a hardcore band. We're done with this metal bullshit. Monty was at the table. We had Mike, I don't know, Gitta was at the table.
Gitta was probably there already, yeah.
And they were just like, what are you guys kidding me? We're done. We don't want to do that. We want off this fucking label. If you keep us, we're giving you a fucking $10,000 record, and you can give us the rest of the money.
Yeah.
Mike kind of shaking his head. These guys are up to something. I would not let these guys go, but they let us go. And for better or for worse, we can maybe touch on that later. Maybe that wasn't a good decision. But anyway, so now we're off the label, but we still got a lot of gutso. There's still a lot of people that want to see the band. But we were touring from like 95 to 99. Like we were busy. So we decided we're going to put down some roots. We're going to, kind of take a break. And we decided to do like the For the Bleeders record, which basically consisted of like some old demos redone and maybe 2 new tracks. We didn't really think much was going to come out of it. We honestly saw it as we were going to put it out for the fans just to keep our name out there while we plotted our next move. And honestly, at this time, the band, myself included, all of us, started to change. Our influences started to change. The music we wanted to write was starting to feel different. The music we were writing was starting to feel different. And we weren't ready to go out with a full-on record. We didn't really have a big record label. So we put that out on like Go-Kart. We did like 2 tours.
Go-Kart, I forgot all about them too.
Yeah, which is more than we thought we were gonna do, And we had a couple offers on the table that we declined. And I'm not gonna name any names. This interview isn't about bad shit. We probably pissed a couple of people off by turning down some tours. So business-wise was starting to get bad, and we just did the For the Bleeders, went away, started writing shit inside in the studio, and this material was kind of the stuff that would become from the record From Bliss to Devastation, and now we're approaching it on 2000, and we're writing this record that's definitely different. It's heavy. We know it's different, but we loved it. We really thought it was great. Then we start getting into the studio with Machine, who's an amazing producer. I really love the guy. He's a great guy. He's one of the best vocal producers I ever worked with. And, I'm a singer, and I scream, sing, whatever the fuck you want to call it, but I'm a singer. I'm not a guitar player that became a singer. I'm a fucking singer. I could play guitar. I can't play it very well, but I am a singer. That's what I am. And Machine is one of the best vocal producers I've ever come across, and I've worked with some really big guys. And me and him just gelled. We're writing this fucking amazing fucking record, and we link up with a new manager. That's what was going on. VOD, we fired our old management. We were on a small label. We're just kind of getting our ducks in a row.
Regrouping,
There you go. We're regrouping through 99 into 2000. Bang. We get a big deal with TVT, a very big deal, a lot of money. And, we recorded with Machine. This is back in the days when money was flying around, big budgets. I think we spent 90 grand on that Southbound video.
Oh, yeah.
That's fucking crazy, because my last video cost me 10 grand.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, and
I know how it is now. I could pull out, out of my wallet what we pay for videos nowadays. Right now,
so
times are different.
Again, now a couple of us are living in the city now. So life's changing. Guys are, we're still doing VOD. VOD's still a big part of our lives. It's still full time, but it's starting to change. The music is more rocking, more. I don't know. It's kind of going desert. Still heavy, but it was definitely a different record. I like it. Maybe there's a couple of weird tracks, but I think over time people kind of got into that record. But,
that means you ain't writing the same song. If you ain't sounding different, that means you know.
Yeah, that was one thing. VOD was never going to do the same thing. We're not that type of people. We can't do that, and it just never worked for us. We always got to be evolving, and this is where it went. We were listening to a lot of different music now, and the influences were changing. It was coming out in the music. And so boom, we get out on TVT. It was a big push. We did some really big tours. We did Slayer, and that was sick. We did the first show Slayer ever did coming back. Now they're back. They've been back forever.
Yeah.
But they were gone for a really long time. They did a test run back in 2000, and we were the band that opened those shows up. It was just us and Slayer.
That's dope.
Crazy. It was in the Southeast, Tennessee, South Carolina, North, like fucking weird places, man. Crazy.
That's
shows
big shit.
Packed to the fucking tits. You're hanging out. Now you're back. Kerry King's hanging out. It was wild. That was like 2 weeks with them, a couple days off. We went out with the Soul Brains, the Bad Brains, for 2 weeks. So we did pretty good. That was exciting. It was cool. And then, except HR, I didn't feel like doing much on that tour. That was the tour we literally sat on a stool with an empty bird cage and looked at the bird cage and sang.
Yeah, the last time I saw him, he had a motorcycle helmet on, so I get it.
Yeah, it was quite disappointing, actually. But anyway, so we did a long tour with Clutch. We did a lot of shit. And, all right, so now the record's doing what it's doing. We're talking about almost 10 years on the road with the same guys. You know how it is.
Yeah.
Guys are starting to get rattled. Guys are starting to get on each other's nerves. Things are whatever. And a very significant thing happened. Two things happened. My father passed away. This is a little personal. He passed away very young, right as we were recording Bliss, and we were touring. He was very sick. I'd come home whenever it was hard. It was hard to be out there. I remember being in Japan. We're in Japan. I think we're doing Beast Feast, which is some
big too. Huge.
Yeah, we did South Korea and then we did Tokyo or something like that. And that was the last time Pantera ever played, and I got to see them on stage. Fucking crazy show. Crazy. Maybe one of the best times I ever seen them too. But that was the last time they ever played. Anyway, I remember being on the floor. We were partying hard then, real hard. And I'm laying on the hotel floor, and the fucking phone starts ringing. Phone's ringing. Something in my heart says, get the fuck up and answer the phone. I get up and answer it. It's my girlfriend at the time. Tim, you got to come home right now. Your dad's, you got to come home.
Yeah.
So needless to say, it was a short run, but I got home anyway. And, maybe a day or so later, that was it. So that's September 2nd.
That's my birthday, actually.
In 2001. We all know what's coming. So I got 7 days to get my fucking shit together from my dad passing away to get back out on the road. We're going to do Tattoo the Planet, which is the big tour in Europe.
Another big one.
Pantera, Slayer, huge tour, big opportunity. We fly out September 10th because we want to go get fucked up in Dublin. We wanted to leave a day early so we can go party in Dublin. September 10th, we're out. September 11th, we all know what happens. Trade Center down. We're fucking watching this shit. We're in fucking England. I'll never forget it. Me and Kennedy, it's just probably something we want to touch on real quick. Me and Kennedy, it's a double-decker bus. We're sitting in that weird front lounge in the front of one of those double-deckers. We're basically conceiving and brainstorming Blood Simple. Me and Mike are talking about we maybe want to break away from VOD and start a really heavy project. So the brainchild, it's already starting right then and there. And we're both talking about it. And we see I think Brendan comes running up the stairs and says, guys, I don't know what the fuck's going on, but a plane just flew into the fucking tower and Matt's brother is in the tower. Almec's brother's in the tower.
Wow.
And all of a sudden we see Matt come walking across the street and down towards the bus with like a really weird look in his face. And we're just like, holy fucking shit. So his brother's in the towers. No one knows what's going on with him. We had a close friend's brother. He's already dead. It's bad. And, I lived on Avenue B and 6th Street. My house is right fucking there. There's tanks driving down Broadway. Like,
my brother was down there too, yeah.
Yeah, so this is really heavy shit. The band's already kind of spinning out of control. The record's not going where we want it to go. And it's almost like a behind the music here.
Yeah, that's how it is. But no, yeah.
So we're, things aren't going too good. And they're telling us every day we're on a double-decker bus in fucking Europe. You know how much money that is with no shows. Every day they're telling us to get up. We'll book your show in a bar. Drive to this town. The tour is going to start the next day. So we drive to Dublin. We're in Dublin. Here's an interesting story real quick. Now, it's Dublin. It's Pantera. The rumor has it now at this point, the only two bands that got out of America, everybody else they're not coming. They're stranded. There's no one flying. Was Pantera and VOD. Pantera wants to play. It's Pantera. If you guys come to Dublin, it's going to be you and Pantera tonight. So we drive to Dublin. We're in like this crazy, I don't know what the fuck it was, stadium, slaughterhouse, I don't know what, but it's a huge fucking venue, enormous. Pantera's loading all their gear onto the fucking stage. We're fucking watching the whole production get set up. Me and Baumack are sitting in the seats being like, this is going to be sick. It's just us and Pantera tonight. This is going to be insane. Like, it was an arena. It's nuts. And we're like, fuck, man, this is sick. And all of a sudden, we start seeing their equipment start coming off the stage. We're like, what the fuck is going on? Everything starts coming off. We go running back. Yo, what's going on? What's going on? Oh, Pantera feels like a threat. We're not playing the show. We're going home. That was it.
Yeah. Too many signs. Too many signs.
Yeah, they probably fucking pulled all sorts of levers. They're fucking gone. So basically, for like another week and a half, we're playing shows for like 3 people. They're saying, get to the next town, get to the next town. You know, people are fucking being pulled out of the Trade Center daily where we live. We're like, and then they were just like, all right, just drive to Germany. It's going to start. We're like, fuck you guys. We're fucking out of here. So we went home. Long story short, that was pretty much, we came home. We were all just like, we got it. That's it. We're out for a while. You know, we had a lot of
signs. A lot of signs.
Yeah.
You know, the world sure gives us signs for sure. You know, if you want to call it, you know, people say if it's a God or energy or whatever you want to call it, chakras, or I don't know even know what the words are, but I definitely, if you sit back, you'll see the signs like that where that's where you got to decide to take the left or the right road. You know,
and that's pretty much what we did, and we all just started to, you know, we all needed our own space, and it's interesting enough. This segues right into Blood Simple. You know, me and Kennedy, we were still living pretty close to each other. We didn't really skip a beat. We started writing songs right away. And I remember he sent me like Straight Hate, this song September, and maybe this song Overload, like within a couple of weeks of the Trade Center going down. I was in my basement. I set my PA up and I just started screaming ideas out. Very, very primitive. Like I wasn't recording anything, just fucking getting ideas out. I was actually getting offers from like other bands to do some spots. Duff McKagan actually called me to be part of one of his bands.
He's a cool dude.
Great dude.
We were on that fast forward when we did that that Australian tour later on. He was on that and he was kicking it with everybody. He's a
dude. I went out. I did a song with him on that tour. I went out with his band. I think it's on YouTube. I think. Was it It's So Easy? No, it's You're Crazy. I did the song with them. It was fucking nuts.
Yeah, no, good dude.
But so whatever. So I'm getting some offers. I'm also digging, you know, putting some roots down. And like I said, me and Mike, Blood Simple's already starting to go. So over the next couple of years, you know, where are we at? 2000. Now I'm living in the city with my girl, and things are going pretty good. And you know, me and Kennedy are brainstorming Blood Simple. So like from 2000 to 2004, we're getting Blood Simple off the ground. I don't know, you know, so that's kind of where that's at, you know.
And then you know what you see with me, and I got a special relationship with Blood Simple in this way that you guys don't know, but I brought it up earlier. So you remember we ran into you guys in Europe. We played it with Full Force or somewhere. Well, you remember Merrill, who was hanging out with you guys. Long story short, that's where I met Merrill. Merrill is like my sister and like the godmother to my son, my oldest son. Really? I met her that day because, again, a long story short, my wife, rest in peace, she passed away. But at the time I was broken up with her. and she was Dutch. And
Right.
Meryl was hanging out, and she was hanging out with you guys. You know, we were all like, yo, what's up? It was good to see each other. We're all whatever. And then she was like, yeah, I'm from Holland. And I said, oh, I know you Dutch people. And I started, blah, 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 just talking shit, a Dutch. And she was like, oh. And then the next time we played Holland, she came to hang out. Right. And before she came to hang out, I had re-hooked up with my wife. Again, rest in peace. And I said, oh, I'm going to introduce him because I don't want my wife to think, you know, oh, I'm hooking up with this girl. She was just a cool girl that, you know, that I met with you guys. And then they ended up meeting, became great friends. And Meryl, my wife got sick, very sick. And Meryl, who I love to death, that's like, she's a big part of my heart, Meryl, because she was there through the whole shit, held me down, my wife down, my son down. And I was meeting her with you guys. That's why I always remember that day. And I was like, man.
I remember that show. I think Riggs was playing drums.
Yeah. We all linked up. We were like, oh, and we haven't seen you guys in a little bit at that time, so it's good to be there and one of those things. Great. And then shout out to Meryl, who's out there. I call her girl power. You know,
I still talk to her every once in a while. You know, we're friends on Instagram, and me and her, you know, after Blood Simple, we've stayed in touch. She's a great girl.
And let me tell you, that's like my sister, and she basically is like a godmother to my oldest son. You know, it's like she, you know, I was with Meryl every day over in Holland. She was me and her. She'd be driving me.
With us. She lived on the bus. She lived with us.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was saying. It was like, and then but yeah, so you guys start doing, how long the Blood Simple thing went for? How long did that go before that?
Blood Simple, you know, we got signed. You know, we started building up.
You guys, did you guys do you did a Pearl Jam tour, was it? Or what tour? You did some big, who you did? There was some other big name tour.
We did a lot of big bands, but we did Disturbed was huge. We did Mudvayne was fucking huge. We did a lot of really big tours. We did the fuck. I don't want, it's not Sounds of the Underground because that's the other tour. No. One of those fucking big ass fucking Korn's tour, whatever the fuck that tour is called. Family Values.
Yeah, because I remember you got on some really like high profile ones even with them, and I was like, man, you motherfuckers got a fucking a golden touch. Yeah, getting, you know, jumping on these tours. And how long did that go before it started curving off with that? You guys, what you did, how many? All right, you got signed to Warner Brothers with that, right?
Yeah, Warner Brothers. So it went from 05 to 08.
Damn, that's not long. And how did the Warner Brothers shit pop up? How did that come about? You guys?
This is a pretty good story. Yet again, another imprint. I guess that's how we get on all these fucking big labels. But you know, again, Blood Simple. Me and Mike, it took a couple of years to get that off the ground, but we were very diligent, and we were serious. We were not going to put out garbage, and we took our time picking the musicians, which were really important. Like me and Mike, we know what we could do. We've done it. We know that, but we got to bring it. It's got to go up a notch, or why the fuck are we doing this, you know? So we found Nick, great fucking musician at the time, just a young Brooklyn guy, doing some small time production. He wasn't in really any bands, but you know, Mike somehow met him, got a good vibe from him, and said, why don't you just go record 2 songs with him, and let's see what happens. Maybe you guys will gel. The guy was great. He was really, really good. So he's in. And then we got Chris Hamilton. I don't know if you ever heard of him.
I remember.
He's a cool dude. And so he becomes the drummer. And then Chris got Kyle. We all know Kyle Sanders, the royalty of the Sanders clan. Yeah. So now we're a full-on band, and we're doing some shows. And we caught the eye of the singer of Mudvayne. Somehow Chris, the drummer, got a demo to him. Mudvayne's fucking enormous, and he's like, we're playing. They were doing some crazy like Fred Durst tour. I don't know what, some arena tour. And they're like, why don't you guys come down to the show? We'll talk a little bit. See we could see what's up. So we go down to the show in Philadelphia. We meet Chad from Mudvayne. We meet a couple of the other guys. He's like, I love you. You guys are fucking amazing. I got this imprint. I think I could get you guys a deal. I don't know where, but why don't you talk to my manager? Well, enter Jonathan Cohen. I don't even know if he's still managing anymore. But this guy's a real slick, spitballing motherfucker. He's a very smart, like one of those California types. Like he's a really good. And we start linking up with this guy. He starts representing us, and he's got Chad's ear. Chad's a big name, and they start basically we did it a different way. They started showcasing us like around, and he booked. He's like, "What are you guys doing next week?" We're like, "We don't know." He's like, "All right, I'm gonna book we're gonna book SIR Studios. I'm gonna fly you out to California. I got this guy at Warner Brothers who fucking loves you guys. You're gonna do a showcase for him." And this guy was A&R at the time, Warner Brothers, Damon Booth. Shout out to him. Amazing guy. Really believed in us. Warner Brothers proper. This is a big fucking label, you know?
Yeah, crazy.
And you never forget that. You just smelt the money when they started showing up at the showcase, you know?
Yeah,
sure enough, the way things go out there, once they start hearing that this band is showcased, and now all the other labels want to see it. So we had Def Jam, Capitol, you know, Warner Brothers, maybe, and I don't know who else, maybe one or two other labels. But so we're doing all these fucking showcases. Go out to California, of course, typical VOD, Blood Simple style. We got to be, we're rehearsed, we're ready. You know, the next day we had the big one. We had 2 warm-up showcases, but the real one we were going out for was Warner Brothers, which was like the later in the day. You know, the other ones were early. We go fucking partying at the fucking Rainbow Room, get fucking destroyed. Woke up the next day like, how the fuck am I going to do this?
Yeah.
But, you know, so sure enough, we do the morning ones there, whatever. Everything works. Vocals are working. Everything's good, you know. And sure enough, Damon Booth shows up, and he was really into us. He's a really great guy. He took such good care of us, and he was really, really passionate about the band. He was super into it. And I remember he played it for Garth Richardson, who was a big producer who would ultimately wind up producing Blood Simple's first record. And Garth heard the demo we did. Machine did the demo, which is another point for Machine. He did this fucking demo. Me and him just bang. We worked really well together. And Garth was like, there's something here. You guys should fucking sign him. It's not perfect, but there's something going on here. Don't let this go. So they show up. And when Tom Wally, he was the president of Warner Brothers at the time. So this motherfucker comes down to the show. When he walks in the door, you're just like, oh, God. You could just smell the money coming off this fucking guy. Boom, we fucking blast into the fucking thing. There's like, 10 executives standing around watching it. I think we did 3 songs. Boom. Damon, they walk out. We're all just kind of hanging out there. All right, whatever. It was cool. We got to see the singer of Weezer that day. I guess that was cool. Like, he was in the studio next door in, like, some weird white suit, like, wearing white from head to toe. Little guy.
When you're rich, you could do shit like that.
But you could do shit like that. And when you're L.A., you just see weird shit.
Yeah.
That was a weird shit.
Oh, yeah.
But sure enough, Damon Booth comes barging back into the fucking room. His face is all fucking red. He like jumps up on one of us. You guys are red. You fucking did it. You're getting fucking signed. I'm fucking signing you guys. They just said you got it. Let's go. We went out to dinner that night. Oh, my God. They put us up at the Grafton Hotel, taking us out to dinner. Chad from Mudvayne flew in. Greg Tibbett from Mudvayne flew in for the showcase. It was a really great time. You know,
that must have felt good to have that much success the second time around, and you know, it seemed even more. It was another notch even higher. It's hard to do. You know how that goes.
It was fucking nuts. I remember after we did it, I walked out and I made a phone call. I don't know who the fuck I called, but I just was like, I can't fucking believe it. It's gonna happen again. They just said they're fucking signing us. So that was it, and it was on, because now this is an interesting point. Like, again, we had a good amount of money, and we did the record with Garth Richardson up in Vancouver at his studio up there. So now we're in Vancouver. They moved us there. We're up there for fucking 3 months, dude, tracking this record.
Crazy.
3 months on a record, and it was. Get up in the morning, it's on this crazy farm on the side of a mountain. You had to take 2 ferries to fucking get there. Like, you're in the middle of nowhere, like mountains. There's like bears walking around and shit. And we're all just hanging out, drinking. There's horses, like wild horses running around. We're playing frisbee golf every day. And he'd be like, the basic tracks had to go, the drums. We did the drums in the city at the Armory, and then everything else was getting done at the farm, which is out, like I said, 2 ferries away. And we're just hanging out in this fucking coastal fucking island. It was 80 degrees every single day and sunny. It never rained at all. And we're just hanging out there. Now, Garth, he's a stickler for vocals, man. He's got me in that vocal booth hours at a time, going over every single solitary note. And I'm like, this is fucking crazy. I've done a lot of records. He was we got a great sounding record out of that, but he was really tough to work with the vocals. He was just take it. No. We can't auto-tune your voice. Your voice cannot be auto-tuned. You have to hit that fucking note and go in again and again and again. And Jesus Christ. But it was funny because, we had that song Straight Hate. And when we originally wrote that, we brought it into Garth when he was starting to work with us. We played him the songs we had. He's like, you guys have anything else? We didn't play him Straight Hate. We were just like, no, that's really all we got. And, we'll write a couple more. And I'm like, wait, we got this one song. So we played him Straight Hate. And he's like, what are you guys, fucking crazy? That song's going on the record. That's it. That's got to be on it. So we're tracking that song. And that was one of the first songs because he would do all the shit. And then once the vocals started getting done, he'd go run off in some room and start playing with the mix. And he started throwing mixes at us. They were insane, man.
Yeah,
they were just fucking amazing. We were just like, holy fucking shit, man. So it was a great time. It was a great time. And, a Machine would always say, because I did the next record with Machine, but that was like one of the last old school record deals. Like the A&R guy would fly up. He'd fly up to see us, drop the credit cards down. We're going to $3,000 sushi dinners. He'd show up with tons of fucking booze, anything you want. He'd fly into New York, like the Straight Hate. We did the Straight Hate video at Manitoba's in New York. Yeah. That's where we did that. You know that spot, right? Of
course. Oh, yeah.
That was my fucking living room, bro. Yeah. I lived above Manitoba's. I would be there every fucking night. And, oh, my God, a lot of stories.
And the crazy thing about that, and like you just made a point, like the last days of that style of the music business getting signed, which it was. Now, you also know being on a bigger label, when the axe comes down, when they're not feeling you or got some other priorities, you feel that shit right away.
Oh, yeah.
How did that? When did you feel the axe coming down on that? Because that was the end of that era for a little bit till you guys started till we met up again with VOD.
Right.
Later.
Well, all right. We'll speed it up with Blood Simple. We did some amazing tours. That first record, there was no limit. We had a sick radio team. We had that A&R guy, Damon Booth. We had everybody in our pocket. It was like I was saying, it was a good time to be in a band. We were killing it, waking up in fucking Germany, flying to England, waking up in New York City, doing the video. The guy comes, just puts the credit card down and leaves. Just like, whatever, the bar is yours, whatever you got. Like, it doesn't happen like that anymore.
Yeah.
You call us up. I'm in town. Meet me at Peter Luger's. Let's go. I'm taking you guys out. Boom. We just go. Bring your girlfriends. Don't come alone. Yeah. Fucking 20 people at the fucking table. And that happened a lot. It was fucking crazy, man. We're going to award shows. Right? We're not getting anybody.
Hanging out. Hell yeah.
And a funny story. We were invited to, I'll make this quick and then I'll go into the end. We were invited to like one of the Grammy shows. We weren't getting an award. We were just getting invited there. The label took us out. The same thing. Took us out to dinner. We got all fucking wasted. And we go to the fucking thing. We're blown out. We're nuts. We're walking down the red carpet. I get out of the cab and I get this feeling in my mind. Like, fuck this. I don't want to fucking be here. I got in the cab. I went back downtown. Who did I run into? Ezak. Me and Ezak, it might have been Manitoba, it might have been someplace else. I don't know. And he's like, what the fuck? What's going on, man? He's like, I'm like, I don't know. I was just going into the Grammys. I didn't fucking want it. I said, fuck it, I'm coming down. He looked at me like, what the fuck
What
is
are
the
you,
matter
crazy?
with you?
Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing here?
Oh, yeah, I know. Hit me go, what are you, fucking bugging? You better get over there. Oh, yeah.
Exactly. I think I went back, but whatever. But that was a funny side note. But so, we did some crazy tours. We went on to the second record, and this is what starts to happen. Now it's starting to happen. People are starting to get laid off left and right. Our A&R guy, gone.
That's how it
Head
works.
of radio, gone. This assistant, gone. Like, we're going into the second record. We had like 20 people on the team, down to like nothing. We go into the second record. We did a good amount of touring. We did Family Values. We did a lot of. This is when Hell Yeah was out. That other Mudvayne band with Vinnie Paul.
Yeah.
We got to know Vinnie Paul a lot more. He's a big Blood Simple fan. I got to know him a lot more on those tours. But anyway, cool guy. But so we were doing some big fucking shows, and we went to Europe, and we did another festival run in Europe with Slayer and Alice in Chains. So
Alice in Chains. That's what I was talking about. I was talking about fucking whoever I brought up before, but Alice in Chains. That's who because I seen the flyer for that, and I was like, yo, that's fucking. That was big. I was like,
we did Alice in Chains. We were on that festival run. We were doing all the side dates with Alice in Chains. So you do all these big festivals in Europe, and then you do your side dates. Our side dates was Alice in Chains, Stone Sour, and Blood Simple. So, you get to know the guys on the side dates because you're hanging out. Jerry Cantrell, Mike Inez, all these just super cool dudes. Easily approachable, especially Inez, because at the time the other guys were sober. Inez would be coming to us for some nips, and we'd be boozing it up, hanging out with him. And sure enough, big thing. I got asked to do a song with Alice in Chains, dude. It was a cancellation date. It was talked about for the whole tour. Inez like, don't worry, he's going to ask you at the next one. He'll ask you at the next one. Sure enough, it's like the last date. It was a makeup show that Axl couldn't do. So it was a makeup show. Guns N' Roses, Alice in Chains, Stone Sour, Blood Simple. That's it. Makeup show, probably 16,000 people. That morning, I'm in the bus. It was the last day of the tour. And I get our tour manager comes over. Jerry Cantrell wants you in the back room today. You're doing the song today. He wants to start rehearsing We Die Young with you. That's one of their big songs off their first record. I'm like, all right. So I start fucking getting the song together. I run over. Now I'm hanging out in the back room with him, and he's got his acoustic guitar. We're going back and forth doing We Die Young. Crazy. Get out on stage, 16,000 people, blow it out. The whole song with them. Fucking
that shit nuts. Is it online? That shit might be online.
That's a little harder to find, but it's up there. I know for a fact the one I did with Duff is definitely online because I've seen it. But the Alice in Chains one was sick. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's fucking some big shit, man. All that shit, like you guys had runs. Good runs, not even a run or two, and that's good. Like to have that many lives with both bands, that's not an easy thing to do, man. Not an easy thing to do, or it's more than luck. It's luck, it's persistence, and it's quality. And also, when you're active, when you're in people's faces, they're gonna see you. You can't just sit back. You got to keep fucking active. That's how that shit works. People don't get it.
One of the things with this business, you know it. I know you know it. It's like that's kind of like where it is almost with VOD. It's like you gotta put your whole. If you really want to put you gotta do when you do shit. It's gotta be quality.
Yeah.
And you're not gonna get quality. You gotta put your whole life into it. It's a lifestyle decision.
Yep.
Like
sacrifice.
It's sacrifice. When you're in places like us, you gotta put all. You can't put shit out. You gotta go all the way. It's got to be amazing or it's not fucking worth it. And you got to put your life into it. That's just the way it is. And
it shows. It shows. Like hard work proves. People could say, "Oh, this band's the worst band in the world," whatever. But that band somebody's calling horrible, playing enough and consistently, you're gonna start finding the people that like you, and then you're gonna find out. No, it may be horrible to you, but there's people that like it, and they're gonna see persistence. You're gonna be the right place at the right time. That happens by you playing, being at the right place at the right time. That's like in fighting. Some people go, "Oh, he got a lucky punch." No, you train for that punch. You know, you train. You just happen to land it, but you were training hours and hours in the gym for that lucky punch. So it ain't lucky. You know, there was luck involved, but you also sharpened your sword for that moment. And that's the same thing with being consistent and putting out quality and thinking like that. That's the shit I try to tell new bands. Like, do what you want to do, but put the quality in it. You know, make sure, you go all out, because it's going to show. And you could tell when bands take a shortcut. You could tell, you know.
You have to go all out. You got to have something special, and you got to fucking push it. Like, we could have went out. Look, we did our run with VOD. That was more of a grassroots approach. We built it up through blood, sweat, and basically cramming it down fucking people's throats. Blood Simple was still
the work of that,
but it was quicker, and it was, we had maybe had a stepping stone of VOD. But if we went out to California and sucked, they would have just said later.
Absolutely,
you gotta
absolutely.
Be on.
So now the Blood Simple starts curving up. How long were you before that project got? Or I don't even want to say project. Where that band said, okay, now, because I know then you took a little break for a minute, right?
Yeah, well, there were, a lot of factors involved. The main thing, Blood Simple, we were out there doing our thing. We were killing it. We were doing a lot of big tours. We were doing Avenged Sevenfold and big shows. People, like, crowded fucking venues, man. Some big festival things. But, Warner Brothers you don't know as many people there. You kind of, I think with the last tour we did Family Valley, like Korn. When we did the Family Valleys in the U.S., they started watching us a lot. Like, they, one at a time. It was funny. Like, one at a time. I think Monkey was first. And then, like, a couple of weeks later or a week later, another guy came. And then it was Jonathan Davis and Fieldy. Both came to watch us. We knew something was up when that happened. Sure enough, a couple of days later, they offered us to go to Australia with them. So we went and we did Family Values Australia with Korn, Biohazard, which was fucking great. And I don't know who else was on that, but that was awesome. We were Biohazard. You had Bobby.
Yeah.
Evan was there, but I don't know if he was there on the side. I don't know if Evan was there, but yeah, Bobby, Billy, Danny. That was the first tour I did with Bobby, and he was so fucking cool, man. It was such a it was great to have them. We're starting to get in. I'm not going to go too far into it, but we're starting. VOD, Blood Simple starting to slip. I'm starting to have some problems in my own life that I couldn't really walk away from anymore. So honest to God, we had some other tours lined up. Blood Simple might have been, all right, things were starting to slide, but we had a whole 7 tour lined up. We did Australia. It went well. We kind of knew we maybe going to do a little bit more. There was talk of like another Hell Yeah tour. But honestly, there was some shit I had to deal with in my own life, my own demons. And
rebuilding.
So I decided I'm done for a while. And I put the brakes on that band. And that wasn't an easy thing to do. But I did it. And that's where it's at.
Yeah, and that was cool. That's where, real quick, it was cool that we ended up linking up doing the Australia shit.
Yeah.
Some of the best times on those flights. For people out there that don't know, it would be us, VOD, Sick of It All, on a plane with Garbage. All these bad homeboy from Mr. Bungle, whatever. And I remember on spite, I would turn up on the plane talking shit, remember? Just to see their faces of disgust. Like, look at these animals.
Evan was definitely on that tour because Evan, he was talking all about his porn site and shit on one of the planes.
Yeah.
And really loud and going crazy. I remember Nick said, like, the guitar player VOD, he like either was on the plane or walked by Evan and heard Evan yelling, "I told you I wanted my fucking dick right across the front of that goddamn page," like yelling at somebody on the phone.
Porn problems. You know, I just remember being on the plane, you know, bugging out, like, because I'm like, yo, I seen her before. And they're like, yeah, that's the singer for Garbage. And, you know, and we all of us talking shit to each other, you know, getting on the same flights. And I remember, like,
Zeppelin, that plane. That was like the rock and roll plane.
Yeah, it was just all of us. I was like, these people don't know what they're dealing with right now. But it was cool to be out there with a lot of our people and to be, like, you know, catered in a good way. Like
yeah, we were, dude, there was crazy treatment there, but it was me, you, Fleischman, and Craig Ahead sitting down having fucking coffee like every day.
Every day.
The hotel gym, I'd be working out. Pete would fucking be next to me, you know, just catching up with Lou and everybody.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was a great opportunity, and it was great.
That
shows for us were the side dates with you guys.
Yeah, those were the best. Yeah, those were great. You know, I think those were the best for all those side stage bands, were like those side shows and shit. Yeah, and what's the deal now? You doing anything new, or you kind of saying something that you work? What you got now? That's what
we want to. You know, what's going on? You know, things are good. Everything's good, and BODs. You know, we were doing some stuff. Since then we did a record or so. I've actually been working on some of my own material, believe it or not.
Well, yeah, that's what I want to know. What's that? What's that like? What's kind of like?
It's definitely it's. I'll tell you this. It's dark. I wrote it. I wrote the guitars. I wrote the music on it. It's dark. It's honest. It's a little bit of a departure, you know, but there's a lot more singing on it. But it's definitely still me. It's fucking dark. And I think it's really good. I got another guy who helps me finish the songs. Like, I got a co-writer, and
you have a name for it yet or not?
I got an EP's worth of shit that's real good. And
you got a name for the project though, yet or not yet?
It's probably gonna be more like a solo thing. Like, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, I think it's it's something I've always wanted to do. Although this other musician's, he's writing a lot. He's helping me write a lot, so maybe it's going to become a duo. I don't know.
Gotcha.
I just know I don't want this to be a band, per se.
Yeah.
But I'm very close. I've actually been talking to labels, and I'm pretty almost ready to pull the trigger with this one cat who's he's got a lot of passion. We're probably going to do a couple of songs and go just release them digitally for now.
Oh yeah, that's how you do it now.
The whole COVID thing, it's not, no one's really, I'm not finding much money out there. I don't need much because this, you don't need, you don't really need much.
Yeah.
And for me, like you said, I'm an artist. I'm always creating, whether it's my work, whether it's my music. I don't ever stop. I might take my breaks, but this is my life, and I've always talked to anybody who knows me close. I've always wanted to do a more removed, mellower record, and I finally had the time to really sit down, get in front of the Pro Tools, take my time with the guitar, because like I said, I can get my ideas down on the guitar, I can write it, but I need somebody that helps me bring it to the next level, like a producer. I'm not writing a fucking coffee house style record at all.
Yeah.
It's fucking dark. It's honest, and and I'm slated to go into the studio in November. And God willing, nothing crazy happens like some other crazy shutdown. But honestly, within a week or so, the deal should be done.
Hell yeah, that's dope, and that's the shit. Like I got another group I'm working on too. Like I've been working on it for years. It's not hardcore either. Obviously you hear some flavors of that. It's more like some rock shit, but it got attitude. It's got a lot of groove to it. It's like, I tell people, it's like, if AC/DC broke down in my neighborhood in Corona and had James Brown's drummer on it, you know what I mean? It's got flavor, but it's not hard, but it's, when we're thinkers, you're always thinking and your brain goes into these different pockets, and you could either do something with it or not do something with it. But then,
see, that's the thing. You're absolutely right. And I don't mean to interrupt you, but like for years, again, anybody who's close to me knows I write a lot of mellow stuff. And a lot of my problem is I'll sit down with the guitar, I'll write a bunch of shit. Like the vocals are easy for me. That's my fucking trade. That's what I do, So the vocals and lyrics come pretty easy. But me getting up and actually going to finish the fucking song, it didn't happen for a long time. Yeah. And I finally I have to create. I cannot sit and wait for something to happen. I'm at a point in my career, everybody's in their own lives now. I have no beef with anybody. I live my life. Everything's cool. And, you know, the VOD guys, we're always chatting. Something's going to happen sooner or later.
Of course.
No one's going to stop. But I'm at a point in my career, if I'm going to I got to make it happen on my own. I got to get up. I got to go make the moves. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And I'm not looking to look. I've got millions of fucking spins on Spotify. I'm not looking to reinvent the wheel. I'm not looking to just, you know, looking for the next high plane. I'm looking just to put out my art, which is my music, and I'm gonna get it out, and I'm gonna get some success, and that's gonna be enough for me. You know, maybe I'll play some shows. I'm not even thinking about that.
Oh yeah, why think about it? Let shit happen. You know, when you kind of you let the energy of the earth take over. You know, that's it ain't no fucking weird hippie shit, but it's a fact. You know, the energy, you know, the world and time, and you just that's what I say, put material out. That shit becomes its own thing. It takes on a form. It connects with people in different ways. You let it connect and you let it resonate. People got to forget. You got to connect and resonate.
I'm looking to evolve and to expand my career. You know, nobody tells me when I'm done. I'm done when I say I'm done. And I'm always going to be a singer. I always have been. All these fucking years. I was lucky enough. You know, I talk to people and they're like, your fucking band was fucking huge. Are you insane? Like, I've done some amazing shit, and I'm not done. I'm just I'm living my life. This is where my life is now.
Yeah, and people don't understand. It's not something we could turn off. It's who we are. It's what we do. If it's for ourselves in a house, in a home studio, if it's for a crowd, you know, it's what we do. It's not like even with music, people are like, oh, sure, you don't have to be, go to every hardcore show to be like, oh, I'm out of it. No, that's gonna be built in you though. All those. The way we came up, the touring, the mentality of how we work a new band, it comes from a certain world. You will never change that. That's in our DNA. You know, I mean, like it or not, even if we take it to another music form, even for business or whatever, you meet executives, they're hardcore kids, and you see how they do their work. And they got that, you know, you can't change that about people like us. No. You know what I mean? But all right, you got the new shit. Everybody got to wait and look out for that. But so there is some new maybe VOD shit.
It will happen. I'm gonna track if everything lines up, which I'm very close to locking this down. I should be in the studio in November, and then early next year it's gonna get pushed out. You know, and it'll be out. It'll be released on digital. And we're going to build it and see, you know, probably shoot a video for it and take it from there.
That's dope, man. You know, good luck with that shit. And, you know, again, you know, when I think when people work shit, people will have success. People can't just expect it. You got to just do what you do and throw it out there. That's how music works. You know what I mean?
And you know, I've seen it with you guys and your crew. You know, you guys, Freddie's always doing other shit. You know, Toby's done some other stuff. Ezak's got his fucking hand in everything, you know.
He got his hand in my pocket sometimes. You gotta watch that guy. You know, shout out to Diablo's Den podcast. But no, for sure, man. And that's the good shit. And again, and I know, and I'm glad again, I said, I got amped when I started seeing the VOD page go up. And I said, you know, that's something that I feel something's gonna pop off whenever the time's right.
Yeah, no, something's gonna go down. Those guys are getting hungry. You know, the thing with VOD, it's just we're so tight. We've known each other for so long. It always seems like somebody doesn't feel like doing it, so we wind up just waiting, and then eventually everybody, all right, let's go. And you go. You know?
Of course, and but I could feel it in the air. I smell it in the air. And that's why I was like, man, perfect band. I thought I was already booking shows for you. I was like, yo, Black and Blue. I got to let Freddie know, which I'm going to anyway. Cuz Joe said, keep an eye on these motherfuckers because that's in the city. You know, you guys, you live in the city. There's no excuse. I know Kennedy's around. I know airports. People can make it there. Everybody, whatever their jobs are. You know what I mean? I got my eye on you motherfuckers because I run into you guys everywhere. But
God bless.
You know what's up, man. But yo, I'm glad I got you on, man. Again, I was like, I had a bunch of people, and when I saw that, I always wondered for a while ago. Anyway, I was like, I knew you were living in the city or whatever, but I was like, yo, I wondered, man, he just fell off like the and I know Kennedy was working at a fucking a restaurant or a bar he has. Right, I remember that the last time we had talked, he had mentioned that, and we were talking, and then I run into other guys doing their thing, bugging out in certain places, x-raying people. And,
Where did you wind up? Where do you live in?
Now I live in South Florida. I came here maybe 7 years ago. Same thing. My main thing was when I came after my wife passed away. I'm with my son, and I used to be that guy thinking, I want my kid. Whenever I had a kid, I want him to come up like me so he could learn about it. And I'm like, when I had my kid, I'm like, fuck that. I want to try to give him an opportunities that I didn't have. And Florida for New Yorkers is like living in the Caribbean, like, but still America. But I was like, let me go down there and try to give him a better life, which he's smarter than me. He's 12 years old. So, thank God, for him and that. And, but, same mentality, working it. I had the podcast a bunch of years ago, and and everybody was telling me to relaunch it. Right. And I was lazy because I'm not a big technical guy, but technology caught up where a gorilla like me could make it happen. And then the COVID shit said, yo, what else you gonna fucking do? So now I've been working on my other band, which is called True Union. I'm gonna send you demos once I want you to check it out. And then we're working on our 10th Madball album, which I still can't believe we got 10 albums. It's insane. Yeah. And I can't believe that shit. And, just again, it's either this or Robin Banks, and me and Freddie ain't trying to go to jail. You know what I mean? But,
music.
yeah, exactly. We're doing the music, but then it gave me a chance to relaunch the podcast, and I got to link up with old friends, like everybody I've had on. You're number 10, 11 since I relaunched, and it's all my boys. It's all from Howie, Billy, Matty Henderson, Willie, my old band guys. Everybody. All. That's why when I caught you, that I have a bunch of guys that are on board. I said, no, I'm getting you before anybody gets you. And I wanted to touch base because I was like, yo, I haven't seen these guys in a minute. And I get involved in my life. I'm not a social media guy. And, everything's good. I'm healthy. Things are good. I'm a great frame of mind these days. And like I said, I'm working on shit, and my heart is still alive, That's good, man. Again, when you pop the new band off, you got to get on fucking social media. That's how this world today works. Trust me, I'm an old guy that watches the kids. We can't be those old guys that say, yo, I don't know what these kids are doing. We better know, or else we're going to be left in the dust. You know what I mean?
You fucking manage this project, man.
You know why Zoom is so easy? That, again, it's like I'm like a gorilla putting the square pegs in the round hole. I just bang it in, and now you press a button, and it works.
Zoom is fucking great, man. I've been using, everybody's been on since the whole pandemic thing, and we use it all the time for various things in my life, and it's good. You are right. It's fucking great, and to briefly touch, the technology was intimidating for me.
Yes.
And I got down, and I can run Logic now. I'm not fucking.
Hell yeah, enough to make it happen.
Yeah, I do it. I use it as a writing tool, and that's it. And the rest I'll pay for.
Exactly, but I'm glad. I know you and your family. I know that your family means a lot to you.
Right.
I know that from when you had your kid, and even the route you took to fix things and to make things happen. And it's good to still see you creating the same thing. We all grew up. We all had to do a lot of growing up, but we fixed ourselves, but we also worked on the good parts of us, the creative parts, and our families helped that. They could either take you away from it or help you build on it. And guys like me and you still building off that, using that energy for gasoline.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But I was glad to catch you. I'm glad I got you on. I was glad to break bread with you. You know what's up, man. A lot of history. And I'm glad to see you guys back, and I want to see the new band, and I also want to see VOD on the Black and Blue Bowl. I want my cut, cuz Freddie, I want something. I need extra VIP passes, something. But yo, tell all the fellas what's up. I hit you guys on the Instagram. That's why I was like, who's this? And I was talking, they go, we're all on, and I'm like, good, I'll be dropping my random shit on you guys. And but yo, mad love to you, mad love to the whole camp, to your new projects, to your family, and all that shit. And hopefully we could see you in New York soon.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what I mean? Yo, I'm here, man. You got my number, and say hello to everybody for us. Good luck with you and the family.
Absolutely.
Say hello to all the Madball boys whenever you see.
Hell yeah, absolutely.
Best, you know,
absolutely, man. And you know, we'll keep in touch. I'm glad you made it on. Everybody out there, keep an eye. Make him get on social media more. You know, you hit the VOD Instagram up. They're all on there. They're working that shit. And you guys are going to get VOD, and you're going to get some other new shit by him and the rest of the fellas.
Absolutely.
So, but yo, good to see you, brother. And we're going to talk soon, all right?
You got it.
Peace out, Tim.
You got
Hell
it.
yeah.
Later.
Be safe. We'll talk.